Thunderstorms. You've all been there at one time or another, either as a young child or as maybe the parent or grandparent. Picture this. It's the middle of the night, and there's a big thunderstorm outside. And I'm not talking about just a little rainstorm that people enjoy, maybe looking out their window and watching from a distance. And maybe some family members sleep through it. Maybe they snore really loud and they don't hear a thing. That's not the type of storm I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a house-shaking, thunderous storm. It makes you wonder if the windows are going to shatter. Lightning so bright that it looks like daylight at 2 a.m. in the morning. It's in these moments that boys and girls often run into their parents' bedroom out of fear for their lives. You remember a moment like that? Either as a parent, as a child, or grandparent? Remember how it's always the calm, peaceful presence of a parent or grandparent, a mother or a father, that comforts the child's fears, which then allows them soon, sometimes longer than we'd like, but soon to return back to a peaceful sleep. This is similar to the experience that we heard in today's gospel. Jesus is fast asleep in a boat when a huge storm hits, with waves crashing against the boat, loud thunder and lightning flashing in the skies. Through it all, though, Jesus remains peacefully fast asleep. The disciples, however, fear for their lives. They quickly rush over to Jesus to wake him up, just like the children wake up the parents during that storm example. And when Jesus wakes up, the disciples cry out to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we're perishing?" Perishing. They use the word perishing. This must have been a whopper of a storm, because these are professional fishermen. They know storms. This is their bread and butter. So for someone like Simon Peter to be afraid and fear for his life, that was a big storm. Now, how does Jesus react? With calm confidence. He commands the storm and the sea to be still, and they obey him. The storm and the sea, and they obey him. While all of us, if we were there, would be shocked, like the disciples in this moment, full of wonder, full of awe, at the fact that this man in the boat with us has the power to command the sky and the sea. You and I are called to look deeper into what is actually happening in this event. What is the deeper meaning in this event? This event teaches us that Jesus cares for us, just like a father would when his son or daughter would come to him scared in the middle of the night from a powerful storm outside or a current worry in their life. Not only does Jesus show us by his actions that he can take care of us, but also that he will take care of us when we ask him. That he will take care of us when we ask him. It's through this storm experience that Jesus teaches us, his disciples today in 2015, that we must have faith in God, that God will take care of us through our most difficult times in life, through our most difficult and scary and fearful storms in our life. We all know that there's some serious thunderstorms in life, maybe thunderstorm-like moments that we've already faced, that we're currently facing, and maybe that we will face in the future, that lead us to feel like our world is crashing down around us. It's the end of the world. Some of these events could be the sudden death of a loved one, maybe sudden unemployment, financial stress, a cancer diagnosis, or a serious medical condition, maybe the breakdown of a marriage, an unexpected pregnancy, maybe a crippling addiction. There's many events in life that may seem like this huge thunderstorm that rock the boat that is our life. Today, Jesus reminds us that he is there with us through it all. Jesus is there in our boat that is our life, right there beside us through it all. He's always, remember that, always, always, always by our side, waiting to be called upon in our time of need. He's there to help us when times get tough, when they're unbearable, when we don't know what to do anymore, because we've exhausted all of our options and our resources, and we're at the end of our rope. It's in those moments, we need to stop, take a breath, and say a prayer. Turn to Jesus, who is there beside you in the boat of your life, and ask Him for His help. Ask Him for His help. Ask Him for the strength to get through that difficult experience or moment. Ask Him to calm the storm that you're going through. Ask Him for more faith, more trust, knowing that God has your best interests at heart, even when it doesn't make sense right then. Ask Him to trust. Help me to trust more, Lord. Don't know how this is for my good or for the good of another person. Help me trust that you will help me get through it. It's in those most urgent of moments that we will find the calm, confident, and peaceful presence of Jesus. The calm, confident, and peaceful presence of Jesus, who will help us get through that storm of our life. So if you find yourself going through a particularly difficult time, maybe right now, or maybe you know someone else who is, we should pray for each other. We should pray for others. So I'd ask you to invite you to join me in a short prayer. If you find it helpful, you can close your eyes. So you can pray for yourself if there's something in your mind or your life that you're going through. Or just join me in the prayer. If all is well in your life, join me in the prayer for those people who have no one to pray for them and they think that they're going to get tossed out of their boat, that they are tremendously afraid and worried and have no one else to pray for them. Kind and loving Jesus, I know that you're always by my side and that you can do anything. You can do anything. Please calm the storm in my life right now. Lord, you know that the storm that I find myself surrounded by, sometimes I find it overwhelming. And I think it's too much for me to bear, too much for me to handle. The waves of the storm are crashing against me. By myself, I am weak. I'm fearful. I'm worried. But when you are beside me, I am strong. There's no storm that you cannot overcome. Allow me to feel your comforting love and presence through this experience. Fill me with your calming presence, Lord, as together we ride the waves of this storm to peaceful waters. Help me to trust you more, dearest Savior, for you are my rock and my salvation, rich in mercy, full of compassion. Lord, thank you for loving me. In this and in all things, Jesus, I trust in you.